This is Greg Ratcliffe here at the Bank of America parking lot, where we're going to bring you live coverage from Chat TV. This is our 10th consecutive year of bringing live parade coverage to our viewers. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm going to introduce my co-host this morning. This is the Public Information Officer from the City of Lompoc, my co-worker from City Hall. This is Samantha Scroggin. Good morning, Sam.
Good morning, Greg. I'm so happy to be here. It's a beautiful day for parades.
And it's going to be fun?
I am excited.
All right, I believe the parade is actually here. Let's get started. There it is, the welcoming float. By the way, this year's parade is sponsored by the City of Lompoc. The lead card is kicking off the theme for this season, Space, the Final Frontier. Proudly driven by Dana Drake. Atta boy, Dana. And a cute little whatever, what is that? A little fuzzy something in there. This is Dana's 7th year driving the lead cart, a tradition he took over from longtime Lompoc residents Don Soso and Michelle Packham.
And here we have coming up the Vandenberg Honor Guard. This is made up of representatives from the 30th Space Wing, the 14th Air Force, the 381st Training Group, the 576th Flight Squadron, and other units. Happy to have them here today. Of course, they represent the men and women of the United States Air Force serving locations throughout the world.
And following the color guard is the commander of the 30th Space Wing at Vandenberg, Colonel Michael S. Huff, and his wife Leslie. The 30th Space Wing provides access to space, national defense, and commercial satellite launches while ensuring public safety for surrounding communities and the entire Western Test Range.
Very cool. So Scottish Pipes and Drums are based in Woodland Hills, just down south here. The group has performed for 45 years for Scottish and Irish events in Southern California. They're top performing bagpipers and drummers, and they pass along the classic sound of the Celtic flair. This bagpipe tradition is demonstrated here with 3 generations of bagpipe experts.
3 generations. My goodness. And these costumes are spectacular too. I hope they play a little bit for us as they go by. They're right down the street a little bit. Love that sound.
Here there's 3 generations of bagpipe experts here playing.
That's got to take a lot of skill to play those.
Oh yeah. And once again, they're from Woodland Hills, and this group has performed for 45 years. Pretty impressive.
Next up, the Lompoc Shrine Club. They've appeared in parades from Canada to Mexico, from the Atlantic seaboard to the Pacific coast, and they participated in local parades for 42 years. They pride themselves as being known as big kids helping little kids. This year, Mike Woods is the president of the Lompoc Shrine. Shriners support hospitals for children and burn treatment centers. A total of 22 Shrine medical facilities across the nation are dedicated to providing free orthopedic and severe burn medical care to the needy children.
And here we have coming up the La Purisima State Historic Park. This marching group is from the park. It's made up of some of the hundreds of docent volunteers in costume. They're state park staff, but you wouldn't recognize it the way they're dressed.
I love these authentic outfits. Those are great.
It's very neat, very true to history. And during the mission's early years, over 1,500 Chumash Indians were baptized at La Purisima, making them citizens of Spain. Today, La Purisima is the most restored mission in California. It has some great reconstructed buildings, mission gardens, and livestock that represent the life there at the mission in the 1820s. So I assume many of you have been out there, but if you haven't, certainly go out there. It's just such a unique experience. It's great education for kids as well.
Oh, absolutely. I highly recommend a trip to La Purisima Mission if you have not already. Not only educational, but very entertaining as well.
And it's a great place to hike too. There's 25 miles of hiking trails, and it's a nearly 2,000 acre park there.
2,000 acres? Wow, that's a lot of turf.
It sure is.
And they've got live animals out there?
Yes. fun for the kids to kind of feed.
Well, here comes our 2018 Parade Grand Marshal. This is Lee Wise. His family arrived in the local area in the mid-60s. Lee spent 15 years launching satellites from Vandenberg using the Thor launch vehicle at Slick 10 until his retirement from the Air Force in 1980. Throughout his time in Lompoc, he's been volunteering in various organizations to help support youth and veterans programs, such as an adult Boy Scout for the Boy Scouts of America, past chairman of the American Legion Scouting Commission for the state of California.
A busy man, and we're honored to have him here.
He also meets veterans returning home with a dinner for them and their families as part of the Welcome Home program. Very deserving Grand Marshal, Mr. Lee Wise. Got a quick look at John Keth there, association member and on the festival board for 8 years, past festival chairman, and the current president of the LBFA. Thank you, John, for all you do to help put this thing together.
That's right. I think he was joined by his wife Kim and his 2 grandkids Jacob and Madison. And here we have the River Bottom Boys, the antique tractors. These guys and gals are riding on restored tractors, several of which have tilled soil in our valley for many, many years. And the River Bottom Boys have been participating in the Flower Festival for several years now as well.
Love these tractors. John Deere green for sure. A lot of horses under those.
Yeah, look at the wheels on those.
Yeah, those wheels are taller than me.
Those are pretty serious. And here comes a couple more.
And there's a bunch of them too.
Woo!
You got the right idea, putting some shades over their head too.
Sun's out
umbrellas. Not only are they big and powerful, but they're noisy too.
They sure are. Just so shiny, colors just fixed up for the occasion.
I bet they keep them looking pretty good all the time.
Oh, you're probably right.
Oh, we got some red ones too. Excellent.
If you didn't know better, you'd think it was a Christmas parade with all this red and green you have going on.
Really?
Right.
That was the River Bottom Boys with their antique tractors. Thanks for being with us in the parade this year, guys and gals. Oh, there's a bunch of them this year. My goodness. Cheerleaders going by on the sidewalk with a little bake sale action going on. They've got the right idea. Some hungry parade watchers out here.
Yeah, there's a good crowd formed here this morning, and I don't blame them because it's a beautiful day out here for the parade.
Getting an idea who's coming up next. There's some beautiful equestrian horses. This is the Santa Maria Elks Lodge 1538 Officers Wagon. Mules Babe and Belle. Pulling the wagon, driven by Matt D. Phillips. Seated next to Matt is Exalted Ruler Lou Rodriguez. Riding along in the wagon behind Lou is this year's Officers team.
And they bring some great energy and enthusiasm to this year's event as well.
Yeah, look at this. Princess Ariel.
Princess Ariel.
No, Jennifer Woods, yes. Or Princess Ariel.
Oh, how cool. I'm sure the kids are loving this.
She's going to be down at the park later, I believe, as well. So you can go down and have a chat with her, meet her, and take some photos. Maybe get an autograph or two. Yeah, thank you.
The Lompoc High School Marching Braves are proud to once again perform in the festival parade. The Marching Braves are led down the parade route today by Drum Major Carlos Gonzalez. Dance slide captains are Brianna Garrett and Jeanette De La Cueva. The marching coach is Keisha Manquino Braithwaite, and the dance line advisor is Sarah Medina. And the Lompoc High School instrumental music director is participating in her 35th Flower Festival parade. It's Julia Beth King Anderson. Happy to have you all here today.
And here they come. We're going to let you take a look and listen to the Lompoc High School Marching Band. I think those are new uniforms as well for the Braves.
You can't help but dance in your seat a little bit when the marching band's come.
I'm playing my favorite song. All right, the Queen and Court float coming up next. This is always a beautiful one. The 2018 LBFA Royal Court is Queen Caitlin Chewy, first runner-up Sarah Nichols, second runner-up in Miss Congeniality, Jillian Smith, Princesses Esther Alvarez, Cassandra Wilkins, and Jessica Wilson. The song they're playing, if you can hear it, is a remake of a song made back in the 60s called I Had a Ball with Big L. We've actually played this song on KPEG Radio. Very talented young lady.
And here you can hear in the distance, we have the Sound Waves homeschool marching band is coming. And they have actually marched in the Flower Festival since 2004. Today they are led by drum major Caitlin Fraley, and they're from Garden Grove, California. Their music selections include Yankee Doodle and Boogie Shoes, so we'll kind of give a listen to them as well.
Came all the way from Garden Grove to visit us this morning. Thank you for making the trip. Let's take a listen to Sound Waves. That's a sharp-looking group.
Sure is.
Homeschoolers, excellent.
There's the pageantry in the back.
There we go.
They have all ages there too.
Indeed. Well-organized group. Sound Waves Homeschool Marching Band, ladies and gentlemen. Well done, kids. Who do we got next? This looks like it might be the Lompoc Antique Auto Club.
The Lompoc Antique Auto Club was formed in 1982 by a group of people dedicated to preserving antique and classic cars. And in its 36-year run, the club has sponsored numerous high school students with scholarships to automotive schools. This club has monthly tours in which the cars that can be seen in the area. And this year's club president is Rod McCarthy. Very cool to see these classic cars here on
You're going to see some nice muscle cars out here too, I bet. There's one of them. Nothing like a slicked up Camaro to get your attention. I prefer to call that a classic car rather than an antique, though. That way I don't sound so old.
That's right, that's a good strategy.
Lompoc Antique Auto Club. President Ronnie Bosey. Been part of the association since 1989. Started working as a parking lot, and and the parade bleachers and became an officer in 98 and now is the current festival president. That's moving up from the bottom to the top, isn't it?
Fun to see.
This is the Bakersfield Drillettes. We're going to let you watch and listen to these guys. Gals, guys.
There's some stilts for you.
Bakersfield Drillettes' mission statement is to occupy the time of youth of all ages from communities throughout their Bakersfield area, providing discipline, patience, social skills, responsibility, and higher self-esteem with positive attitudes, leadership, and reinforcing by working as a unified team. They focus on individual development with principles to carry through a lifetime while giving back to the community. And that's all sound. Oh, look at this guy just.
He just grew. The Lompoc Museum is pleased to be appearing in its 4th parade, walking with a scale model today of the 1910 Carnegie building that houses the museum's extensive American Indian collection.
That is cool.
Yes, and the museum would like to thank the city and the people of Lompoc for 49 years of support. They invite you to visit the museum this afternoon. Any afternoon, Tuesday through Sunday. And this year's theme is the 100th anniversary of World War I. That's symbolized by the red poppy bouquets. Happy to have them here today. Great resource to have here in the city.
Hope we get a nice close look at that model. That is really spectacular to see. It's well done.
And of course, the museum and local DAR chapter are making the monument that stands on the museum grounds. The museum welcomes your tax-deductible contributions to help support their mission. And they also invite you to the monument's rededication at 11 a.m. Coming up on November 11th later this year.
There's some museum staff and supporters there. So this is the Compton Sounders under the direction of Sharon Skinner, along with drum captain Robert Murray and drill team captain Nia Washington. The Sounders date back to the 70s and have performed several times in the festival parade since 1972. They've won several awards all over California, including sweepstakes, mayor, parade championships, and bicentennial awards. And as mentioned, they are always a crowd favorite here at the Lompoc Valley Flower Festival Parade. And once I get up here a little closer, you will absolutely understand why. Now they got it going. Look at that.
Yeah.
Sounders back at the Flower Festival Parade. So happy to have them back. They are great.
Grateful they make the trip when they can.
Excellent. Thanks for coming, guys. And
a small step.
This is the Oddfellows float. Oh, that is beautiful. Designed by Ruth Schuyler, stresses that conquest of space is done one step at a time. The background of the float is various colors of local flowers and murals of the USA.
And here we have coming up the Model T race car, Lompoc Valley Historical Society, and the car was originally owned by Tilden Brugelli. I almost had it. He raced it from 1938 to 1948 with the Lompoc Model T Club.
And I bet you this is
Janelle Osborne coming up, city council member. She was elected to the city council in 2016 for a 4-year term.
Doing a great job up there these days, running the meetings when Mayor Lingle is not in the building.
That's right, she serves as mayor pro tem.
And she loves to ride her bike. See her every parade with her bike.
Oh, that's funny. There she is.
Tricky waving to the crowd and riding your bike with one hand.
Yeah, it's impressive. Oh, wow, look at this.
Oh, this will be beautiful. This has got to be Los Caporales. Over from the San Ynez Valley, there are a group of friends who ride around in all the parades in Santa Barbara County just for fun.
It's just so neat how the horses dance. It just never gets old. I don't care how old you are.
They dance better than I do. Of course, that's not saying a whole lot, but...
Another entry you can't help but kind of move your feet to.
Some great traditional music as well.
Here comes the Montecito Fire Department on a the Allen Hancock College Bulldogs. This is the, I hope you can hear me over the noise here. These are members of the Associated Student Body Government, encouraging future and current Allen Hancock College students to get involved, get connected, and achieve greater success by joining these programs. And for the first time, high school seniors, the graduating class of 2018 can receive their first year at Hancock absolutely free. That saves you more than $1,200 in tuition and fees.
Also got Council Member Jim Mosby going by, elected to the council in 2016. Got a quick look at Jim as he went flying by, and now we've got the Alley Project coming up. The Alley Project Dance Studio, a local dance studio committed to providing a safe and healthy environment for dancers from all walks of life. Serving the Lompoc Valley for 5 years, and they say they are very excited to be here.
And we are excited to have them. Some more fun dance moves for us this morning.
They've really, literally got kids of all ages over at the Alley Project. I can vouch for that. Some of them as young as 4,
Wow.
all the way up to high school age.
I wish I had their energy this morning, but I admire it.
I wish I had what they've got left over. The Alley Project, great job by those folks over there, keeping kids involved and active.
And there's a clown.
Skippy? Is this
Oh, is that
Skippy?
Oh yes, Skippy D.
Yes,
Clown.
Skippy D. Clown, my man Skippy.
He
Yes.
loves this parade. He missed the last few years because he was on tour. He loves to help the young at heart and have a laugh or two.
I'm not sure, but I think Skippy may have been actually touring over in Europe for a little while. Skippy gets around.
And you can see the crowd is just absolutely enamored.
Oh, he loves to play to the kids on the curb. Skippy's the best.
We're happy to have him back this year.
Good to see you, Skippy. Let's see who we got coming up next here. Is that Kay?
Kay Casey?
Oh, Woman of the Year?
2017 Woman of the Year?
Yes, it is.
All right, so Kay is a 40-year resident of Lompoc. She's been an advocate for education and youth, going back to her involvement in the reopening of Miguelito School in 1986. Since her retirement, she's been staying very busy volunteering her time in numerous community organizations. She also serves on the Human Services Commission for the city of Lompoc. She's joined today by her granddaughters Stella and Livia, and that beautiful blue car they're riding in was donated by Rob Glasgow. A recently restored 1960 Austin Healey 3000.
Now the Lompoc Valley Medical Center CCC Comprehensive Care Center. King and Queen of the Year. This is excellent. Woody Daniels and the Elsa Broom. Woody was born in LA, moved to Lompoc in 1980, and worked at the CCC until he retired. Queen Elsa was born in the Bielefeld, Germany. Yeah, she lived the last 52 years right here in Lompoc. Loves shopping.
And who can blame her?
Woody and Elsa are honored to be King and Queen of the CCC, and we're honored to have them in the parade.
And here we have Council Member Dirk Starbuck. Dirk Starbuck was elected to the council in 2014 for a 4-year term, and his seat is up for election this November.
And now we've got the St. Paul's Lutheran Youth Band. The youth band is directed by Jack Lara, comprised of musicians from grades 3 through 8. It's the only camp in Orange County to feature marching and concert band for pre-high school students. I'm going to play a little Star Wars for you. Excellent.
Now that is cool. Here we have the Southeast Jaguar Regiment. They're from the city of Southgate, and they're under the direction of band director Robert Stearns, assistant director Salvador Ferreira, color guard coach Bryant Gaxiola, and drum major Miranda Bonco. The Jaguar Regiment is happy to return to the Flower Festival for another year, and we're happy to have them. The students and families look forward to this event all year and would like to thank the Festival Association for putting on an amazing event.
Southeast Jaguar Regiment. Gonna come play us some nice music. They got a little flag twirling action going on there as well.
Yes. There's no shortage of good music at this year's parade.
Straight lines too. You see that?
Yeah. Only a band. I won't say band. Okay, I'll say it. Band geek would know things like that.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
That's
Former
band geek. Yeah, that's me.
Nothing wrong with that. I was a drama nerd. So.
Culligan of Lompoc. Hey, Culligan man. They started way back in 1948. Culligan is celebrating 70 years in Lompoc, still owned and operated by the same family. Check that out. Culligan servicing Lompoc, Vandenberg, Sauvigny, Buellton, and the San Ynez Valley, and they're happy to support the 66th annual Lompoc Flower Festival Parade. Culligan!
And if anyone's thirsty, looks like they got you covered there.
Yeah, that ought to get us through for a while.
Yeah.
Coming up next, I believe, should be Councilmember Victor Vega.
That's right. Victor Vega was elected to office in 2014 and is serving his first term. Riding today with Councilmember Vega is his wife Lupe.
There they are.
That's a pretty cool car they have there.
It is indeed. Nice flowers on the nose.
Mm-hmm.
You'd think this was a festival parade or something.
You'd think so.
Councilmember Vega, I believe, also up for re-election here this year. Is that right?
That's right, in November of this year. And we've been, of course, not to get preachy, but we're starting the district election system this year. So that's why Councilmember Vega and Councilmember Starbuck are up for re-election this year. And then the other two are up for re-election in November 2020. We have some more information at our website, cityoflompoc.com, about the new district election process.
You did some workshops on that, didn't you?
We just wrapped up some workshops on those. We'll be out at Lompoc Night of the Old Town Market. We'll be out at Open Streets to kind of educate a little bit more and answer any questions the community has. But like I said, never hesitate to head over to cityoflompoc.com. We have an election page set up there, and we can answer any questions you have. It really is a beautiful day for a parade.
I don't remember better weather than this for a parade, frankly.
Not too hot, just right. Not too windy either.
Just a little bit of breeze to keep you breathing nicely.
Yeah.
And this is Space Exploration Technologies, known locally as SpaceX. The space as the final frontier. SpaceX, working out of Vandenberg, are the pioneers pushing the barriers of space flight. In the last 18 months, SpaceX has launched 8 rockets from Vandenberg. 4 had first stages that had flown into space previously, and 4 others landed on a drone ship to be used again. That is just amazing to me. SpaceX is proud to be part of the Lompoc community as we work toward a future where further adventures into space stop being the stuff of dreams and become the reality we are working on together. SpaceX.
Well, SpaceX are huge celebrities, not far from just in town, of course. They're celebrities everywhere, and that is a super awesome looking float.
I love that engine. That is amazing. They're doing some spectacular things out there.
They really are.
Moving on now, I believe this would be the James Monroe High School Marching Band.
They are from North Hills, California. They are under the direction of drum major Larry Cornell and Henry Ramirez. Last year, Monroe took first place for color guard and drum major in this parade, and you'll see why here in a minute.
Lots of terrific bands this year. This is great. Monroe High School Marching Band. Thank you so much for joining us. Next we have the 2017 Flower Festival Queen, Sierra Blow. She was sponsored by the Kiwanis Club. Sierra graduated from Lompoc High School and is currently enrolled at the University of Arizona. Her favorite quote, it says here, "I've learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel."
By Maya Angelou. Beautiful quote.
Sierra did a great job serving as queen. And here we go with Gymnastics North.
Gymnastics North is celebrating 30 years in Lompoc, and they do host such things as birthday parties, field trips, camps, and classes for ages 1 and up. This year they also started Junior Ninja. Looks like we're going to get a performance here in a minute.
These kids are limber. Oh, they walk well.
And they flip well, I'm sure, as well.
Yes, yeah. and they have the wave down, so that's good. A lot of practicing on the parade wave. That's important.
Yeah. And some more dancing horses. How do they get the horses do that?
That's an excellent question. But they do it well.
Sure do.
That's a lively bunch.
Beautiful costumes.
But they don't like loud horns, apparently. Such beautiful animals. You gotta love those horses. Here's a sneak peek at the Lompoc Chelsea Soccer Club.
Lompoc Chelsea is a year-round soccer team. This club had 13 members, with members who range from 6 to 16 years old. The club was established in 2012 by Coach Eduardo Cardenas with just one team, and today they include 3 teams of girls as well. The club participates in local leagues and state cup. Looks like they're going to do a little demonstration here. Wow.
I always wanted to say that. So.
Oh, well, there was your chance. I'm glad you took it. The club participates in local leagues and state cups, and the club holds strong because of dedicated volunteer, coaches, and parents. For more information, look up Lompoc Chelsea Soccer Club on Facebook.
I've covered a lot of sports, but I've never done a soccer game, soccer match. Excuse me. A lot of goals going on across the street.
You might have to settle for covering these goals here at the parade.
Yep, I think that's as close as I'm going to get.
Yeah.
And as you're going to see here in a moment, there's a bunch of them. That horn you hear comes attached to a very large truck that's carrying a very large group of local youth soccer players. Lompoc Chelsea. There they are.
Looks like just about everyone got to participate today in the parade from the Lompoc Chelsea, so that's fun for them.
Soccer, very popular sport here in the Lompoc Valley. You can count on that. Another equestrian group here coming up. I'm going to guess this is Los Tequileros de Jalisco. And the dancing horses.
From Jalisco, Mexico.
A family friend-based group from Jalisco. They've been together for 16 years, been participating in various parades across the state of California.
You really can't have too many dancing horses.
Gotta love it. And we will let you listen and
Right here in Lompoc, it's Mickey and Minnie Mouse.
Yay!
Direct from Disneyland. And the kids are just loving it.
Kids, how about me?
True, and you. And me. Everyone
Mickey and
loves
Minnie, a chance to see them in person? Are you kidding?
Yay!
This parade is really going places if we can get Mickey and Minnie.
We got the big time celebrities here.
Up next is the Garcia Dance Studio. Under the direction of Laura Garcia, they've been in the Valley for over 20 years. The studio has won many awards and trophies, including first place in the 2017 Elks Rodeo Parade and the 2017 Showmanship Award for the Santa Barbara Fiesta Parade. These folks are just fantastic. With over 100 dancers from ages 3 and up, this Latin studio is sure to bring smiles to those all around. Leading the group in today's parade is Garcia's Dancer of the Year, Delaney Valencia.
And these costumes are just beautiful. There really is all ages out there. 3 and up.
Terrific costumes, like you said, fantastic. Coming up next, the Lompoc High School cheerleaders. Yay!
Riding aboard the Lompoc City Fire Truck. Lompoc High School Cheer has a long tradition of riding the city fire engine down the parade route. This year, varsity is captained by Brianna Becerra, Savannah Frazier, Anna Rodriguez, and Elizabeth Toomey. The Lompoc High School Cheer team would like to thank the Lompoc community for all the support.
And we'd like to thank them for all the support they give their teams throughout the year. Being a cheerleader is hard work.
It sure is.
And they do
I wouldn't know I
great
wasn't
job.
a cheerleader, but I hear it's hard work.
Well, that's one thing I didn't do in high school.
No, that's the one thing you didn't do.
Alex Barajas was the theme contest winner, coming up with Space the Final Frontier. And that's a great theme. I love it. And there he is. Gets to ride in the parade for winning the theme contest.
Don't forget to visit the City of Lompoc website regularly for the latest news and events we have there on the site. Also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter for all the latest news and events going on in the city.
There's some young parade goers.
He has the right idea staying hydrated, looks like they're... Yep, the drill team and drum squad were founded in November of 1991 under the direction of Celeste Harris. Their colors are black and silver, appropriate to the name Black Diamonds, and they have won hundreds of first, second, and sweepstake awards. Their assistant director is Jessica Jones. Captains are Joseph Petrie, Deja Gordon, Kindia Lavelle, Rihanna and Amber Gordon, and they are celebrating an amazing 27th year and always enjoy participating in this Lompoc parade. They wish everyone a wonderful year, and we wish them a wonderful year too. We're happy to have them here.
Indeed, Black Diamonds. We'll take a look and listen to the Black Diamonds. Officers and members of the Lompoc Filipino-American Club, dressed in traditional Filipino attire, are led by President Lita Steele. Joining the Flower Festival Parade for the first time in several years, this marching unit has won numerous prizes in the past for their colorful costumes and choreography. The club is also known for their highly popular and award-winning food booth. Yes, indeed, I can vouch for that. Founded in '68, this club celebrates its 50th anniversary this year.
And the 70-foot-long mural between South H and I Street was painted this year by renowned Filipino artist Alicio Art Silva. It is entitled Crossing the Oceans. It is a reference to both the Pacific Ocean and Lompoc's Ocean Avenue, which once sharply defined the limits of the Filipino settlement in Lompoc. The club, in marching, envisions itself as fulfilling their members' accomplishments of crossing these two oceans, one literal and one figurative, to join the rest of the Lompoc community in celebrating space, the final frontier.
Passing by quickly, the King and Queen of Meridian, Dan Castro and Queen Alice Lopez.
Michael Clayton, of course, the local attorney here, always a colorful character, really gets into the Indiana Jones part in the parades.
Yes, he's got his whip up there going.
They're aboard Lady Justice, and Michael B. Clayton and Associates have helped ensure justice is served in the area for 2 decades now through the law practice.
I love this ship. This is so cool. It's in the parade every year, and I love seeing it.
And the community really looks forward to seeing it as well. And look at the beautiful flowers on the outside of this ship.
Lady Justice with Michael Clayton.
Absolutely fantastic with all those colors, costumes.
Those fantastic headdresses I mentioned. Those are just gorgeous.
Babies are not left out either.
Nope.
Part of the parade.
Everybody gets involved.
That's right.
Who's up next, Sam? Let's see.
See if we can see that sign here.
That's Bob Campbell.
That's Bob Campbell, 2017 Man of the Year. The Lompoc Valley Chamber of Commerce and Visitor Bureaus, there's a mouthful for us, 2017 Man of the Year, Robert Bob Campbell, better known as Broccoli Bob to many, has spent decades supporting and growing literally in the Lompoc Valley. He's a member of the Lompoc Unified School District Board of Education for 20 years. Bob Campbell Ranches purchased the scoreboard for the Lompoc High School gym, and I know they were grateful for that. And they continue to support local youth organizations. Joining Bob in the parade this year are all of his lovely grandkids.
Now, Bob's a great guy. And here's some great folks too. The Soto family, horse-loving folks that enjoy riding horses and have been riding since birth. They participate in parades all around the community and strive to help those around them and plan to participate in events around the community in the coming years. The Soto family, nice looking group of folks and some beautiful horses.
Lompoc Police officers, happy to have him here.
Yes. Taking a nice look and saying hello through our camera number 2. Lompoc PD doing a great job. I'm thinking this might be Dat Crew. What do you think?
I guess so. They don't look like, I don't see a sign. Dat Crew was created in 2014 by local hip-hop crump dancer Luther G.I. Gray. The group is also led by Coach Shay Taylor. They are a hip-hop, yes it is Dat Crew. They are a hip-hop dance team established in Bakersfield. This is their second year being a part of the Lompoc Festival Parade, and they are grateful for the opportunity to showcase their talents again. The main focus of their team is youth inspired by expression.
Dat Crew.
Dat Crew.
Coming up next is the Lompoc Alps Lodge float. Lompoc Alps 2274 presents From Our Town and Beyond, a Welcome to Space Country. Designed and built by Debbie and Mickey Evans, the Elks float represents what is unique about the Lompoc Valley, its space industry, and its charm. Float decorations on the local signs from around town, our tourist attractions, and Vandenberg Air Force Base. Covered by our local fog. Wow. Decorations are made from 25 pounds of natural cotton, forming the missile exhaust and the fog cover, while rice is used to bring out the details of the signage. That is beautiful.
That is absolutely fantastic.
You got the rice bowl going on there, SpaceX.
And I just love the space theme.
ULA, United Launch Alliance. Beautiful job, Elks Lodge. Thank you so much.
Is this El Arenal?
Maybe. Sometimes they don't come in the order they're supposed to, folks.
Right.
Well, they were wonderful, whoever they were. This is indeed the Lompoc Elks Lodge officers. Exalted Drew Rower Terry Gurley, Leading Knight Bob Schrum, Loyal Knight Scott Adams, Lecturing Knight Ross Nooney, and the Board of Directors Chino Chavez, Debbie Evans, John Larson, Michael McGinty, and Phil Hagar. Lompoc Elks Lodge number 2274 officers for this year.
And the Lompoc Elks Lodge, of course, does a ton of great work in our community.
Oh, absolutely. Another great charitable organization.
The Royalty High Steppers drill team and drum squad were formed under the direction of Marquest Haley in Lancaster, California in October of 2016. We're happy to have them here from Lompoc. The organization was formed with the youth in mind, breaking barriers and negative cycles. They've won many first place awards while traveling to broaden their horizons. This is their second year here in Lompoc, and they are elated to be performing again at the Lompoc Flower Festival Parade. We really appreciated all these dance groups and performing groups making the trip here to Lompoc.
Some of them making some pretty long trips to get here.
Those foot tassels are pretty neat. I've seen them a few times now on these drill squads.
Yeah, those are cool. Wow, these kids are great.
That's a performance.
Great appreciation from the crowd here as well, getting a big hand of applause. Terrific job. The Royalty High Steppers, ladies and gentlemen.
All the way from Lancaster. Their second year here, and we're happy to have them back.
They know how to do it.
There's Solving Brewing Company, which actually is right in front of the Solving Brewing Company
right across the street.
Restaurant here.
Just opened in 2010. Local craft brewery. Proudly brewed, proudly consumed. Sawbank Brew says enjoy yourself, and they love Lompoc. Literally right across the street from where we're sitting.
Across the street from us. Dangerous proximity.
Yes.
For hungry people.
I hear some cheerleaders.
Here comes the Rio High School cheer squad with their
saw the Lompoc girls earlier. Now we got the black and gold variety. They do a great job as well. Thank you for being with us today.
Great enthusiasm. Saturday morning.
Here's the Girl Scouts of the Central Coast.
Girl Scouts of the Central Coast is committed to making their programs available to girls in ways that impact their lives both in the present and into the future. Girls participate in troop council, events, day camps, and individual projects while learning a variety of leaderships and outdoor skills. And I am a proud Girl Scout myself. I was.
Following right behind them is the Mexican social organization of Lompoc. Banda Tierra Caliente, Mexican brass band performing regional Mexican music, and it's made up of local musicians, and they have performed in the parade over 10 times. Banda Tierra Caliente.
More awesome looking costumes. Like they have a floral kind of jacket there, perfect for the occasion. And here we have the Post 211 American Legion Mounted Color Guard. This is the second year having the Mounted Color Guard of our military with us. They are representing those currently serving and also those no longer with us. They feel blessed and honored to have the opportunity to show their gratitude to our soldiers, those fighting and those fallen, and they thank them all for their service. And we thank them for being here.
More horses for us today. This is terrific. I don't remember seeing so many horses in the parade. That's fantastic.
Let's just say they'll have quite the cleanup job after the parade's over with all these horses.
American Legion does a great body of work as well in the Lompoc Valley. We appreciate their efforts. Those 211 have been around a long time. Right down the street back just a little bit. Look at those beautiful animals.
They have a horse of every color here, like the Wizard of Oz.
There they go. Look at all the different flags as well.
SpaceX flag there. Space, of course, being the theme of this year's Flower Festival.
That's kind of two extremes, horseback and space flight, huh?
Right, where it started and where it's going.
And what do we have here?
We have the Lompoc Police Department.
Is this PD?
It is. So the Lompoc Police Department is driving their new off-road utility vehicle. Captain Deanna Clement should be there in the driver's seat with her family. The Lompoc Police Department would like to thank everyone for coming out and supporting the community and wishes everyone a safe, enjoyable weekend at the Flower Festival.
Thanks for PD for joining us today. That's great. Don't forget the replay schedules. Going to rebroadcast this on Thursday at 7 p.m., Friday at 5, and again Saturday and Sunday at 6. So that brings us to the end of the 66th Annual Lompoc Valley Flower Festival Parade. Sam, what do you think?
It was another great festival, a beautiful turnout, sunny, wonderful day. We're happy to be here, so thank you for joining us for the Flower Festival.
Thanks for joining me. Appreciate your help. That was great.
I had a great time, Greg. Thank you.
Don't forget, folks, go down to the park, enjoy the rest of the festival. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next year. Bye-bye, everybody.
Next time.